What's up, Redheads? Greetings. This is your guy Jay Red from Red's View. Before I begin this video, please make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/Red's View. All right, man. So I didn't want to make this episode on, I didn't want to make this edition of Red's View. I say this time and time again. I say this time and time again, and this has been going on for years, for centuries. Well, I ain't gonna say centuries, but this has been going on for decades. This is something that's already known. When these black men get their nigga wake up calls. All right. So, as I said that, the reason I'm saying is because of Jonathan Majors. All right. Jonathan Majors. Now, my title says Jonathan Majors found guilty for dating a white woman because that's what it is. But in case you've been hiding under a rock on what just transpired, Jonathan Majors was found guilty of assault and harassment. All right. He was found guilty of assault and harassment. In fine print, you see it right there. All right. Now, before I get into my spiel about it, um, he was charged with 4 charges. He wasn't charged on all, he wasn't guilty on all 4 charges. I'm gonna read to you what he was guilty of. All right, so assault in the 3rd degree with intent to cause physical injury, not guilty. Assault in the 3rd degree recklessly causing physical injury, guilty. Aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree, not guilty. Harassment in the 2nd degree, guilty. Now, there has been evidence that shows that Jonathan Majors didn't do anything to that woman. There's been evidence, video cameras that show Jonathan Majors running away from the woman. As a matter of fact, I think was it on Saturday Night Live or some show, they did a spoof about him running. He was running away from the woman. And I'm talking about he wasn't running a little distance. The man looked like he was doing a sprint marathon, running away from the woman. All the evidence was right there. But guess what? In the system of white supremacy, it's I'm white and I say so. In the system of white supremacy, anytime a black man dates a white woman, and this goes back to the slave days, in Jim Crow, all of that, right? We know America's built off of racism, and racism is still here, it's never going anywhere. So, in the eyes of white supremacy, Jonathan Majors was guilty by default. Jonathan Majors was guilty by default for even being with the white woman. See, the reason that he's guilty is because he's being punished for dating a white woman. Now, of course, interracial dating is here. I'm not against interracial dating. Love who you love, do what you do. But you have to be very conscious as a black man in America, the repercussions you'll have when your white wife or your white girlfriend, you piss them off and they press charges against you or do a lawsuit against you, anything like that, there are repercussions and it won't be in your favor. It won't be in your favor. So Jonathan Majors is being punished for dating a white woman because they have evidence. They have evidence that showed that this man was trying to get away from this woman, that he wasn't assaulting this woman, but that don't matter. Y'all know how this thing works. Y'all know how it works. So I'm not surprised. This is his nigga wake up call. And guess what? It ruined his career. It ruined his career. Now, when I say ruin his career, I'm talking about the level of stardom that he was reaching and where he was going. That's over with. It's a wrap. And let me show you why this is a wrap. Bingo. Boom. Marvel Disney drop actor Jonathan Majors after he's convicted of assaulting his former girlfriend. Guilty. They just dropped him. They were waiting on this. They didn't know what the verdict was going to be. But to be fair, they didn't fire him before the verdict was reached. So I give them props for that. Now he did lose like I think like what was it? The Army commercial. He was in an Army commercial and they took him out of that and everything like that. But Marvel and Disney were waiting until the verdict because the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe was centered around this black man, Kang the Conqueror. Now, I even saw that they're not getting rid of the Kang the Conqueror character, but I guess they're going to just replace Jonathan Majors. So that's what happens. So any black man that dates a white woman, you have to be very cognizant of the situation that you're putting yourself into. It's dangerous. Now, I'm not against interracial dating, and this is no way saying any disrespectful to white women. I'm just saying, based off of history, we were lynched for messing with white women, looking at white women, dating white women, having sex with white women, whistling at white women. We were lynched. So this is a public lynching. This is a punishment to Jonathan Majors, him as a black man and his career. And he had such a promising career. He had such a promising career. And like I said, the evidence doesn't mean anything in the court of law, in the system of white supremacy, because if that white woman says that you did anything to her, they're like, Negro, I don't care what you show me. I'm white and I say that you're guilty. And that's the reality of it. So this was his nigga wake up call. Now, I don't think his career is totally over when it comes to acting in general. It's just he's going to be more on the black cinema circuit because the black community will still hold him down. You know, the thing is, we'll talk shit about him. We'll make jokes about him dating a white girl, all this other stuff, right? But we're going to hold him down. So Tyler Perry, he'll probably be in some good Tyler Perry movies. I see him. People gonna probably say he's gonna be in some Tubi movies. Now he's gonna be probably more on the indie side, the independent films, and I'm quite sure Lee Daniels and different people like that may give him a chance. But if you're talking about on the global scale of being top tier, and when I say top tier, I'm talking about white Hollywood. Because that's what the quote unquote top tier, the upper echelon, that's where you go the highest you can go, right? For a black person is white Hollywood. So that's over with. The mainstream Marvel, Disney, the highest you can go, it's over with. And, you know, I don't think that the man was guilty. You know, this system is crooked. George Zimmerman got off for killing Trayvon Martin in cold blood. So that goes to show you what it is. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, I'm not surprised. I am disappointed that this man lost his career, but I knew it was a wrap. Once she said that he did it, she pressed charges against him. And let me say this. I don't think he's gonna do any jail time. I don't think this is anything. He'll probably get community service. He'll have to do that. They said that he could spend up to 1 year in jail, but I don't think that that's gonna be the case. I don't think it's gonna be that serious. But it stained his career, and where he was going derailed it. His career is done for what we know it as. Now, like I said, I see him being in like more independent films, smaller budget films, or Tyler Perry films. You know, luckily we have a black person in the position of Tyler Perry that could help him out. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a situation like that. Also, I never believed that Megan Good relationship that he was in was real anyway. I feel like that was to save his, you know, his black side, to make it look okay. Because I think they pretty much knew it was a wrap. They pretty much knew it was a wrap. So stick him with Megan Good to get in good with the black community, because the black community is his only go-to, and we're gonna hold him down. So he had to save face. He had to save face for that. So I think that he'll be good with the black community. But as far as white people, no, it's a wrap. And no, it ain't gonna be some time to build up. This is like being an ex-con. It's like being an ex-con, and your record won't be expunged. So yeah, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. It's very, very unfortunate. And he's such a talented, skilled actor, young. I think he's only like 32, I want to say 32 or 33. So this is messed up, man. But this goes to show you, black men, if you choose to date white women outside of your race, white women in particular, this is what can happen. And it doesn't have to be on a large scale as far as a celebrity. It don't have to be on a rich scale. This is just regular every day. You know what I'm saying? If you're messing with a white woman and she says that you abused her, she could go to the authorities and they will put you on the front page of the paper. A regular citizen. She could lie and say that you accused them of rape or what, or she could accuse you of rape or anything like that. Because in the eyes of white supremacy, when a black man has sex with a white woman, that's rape. That's rape. So choose to date a white woman if you want to. I have nothing against white women. I love white women. I mean, I love all women, but you have to be cognizant of the situation that you put yourself in when you do this. So that's the real reason, folks. That's the real reason he was found guilty. Because I know it's a lot of people like, what? He had evidence. He had evidence and it showed him running. That don't matter in the court. That don't matter in the system of white supremacy. We know how this works. This was his nigga wake up call, and unfortunately, it had to be the hottest rising black star in Hollywood. So that's the reason. Let me know your opinions below in the comment section. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/ResView, and also please hit that like button. Hit that like button for me because that helps build up the traction. If you like this video, share this video. And I spoke my truth. It is what it is. Let me know in the comment section what you think. This is J Red, ResView. I'm signing out.